Determined to find paradise, they set out towards the north, enduring snowy challenges. They travel day and night, but eventually, their strength falters and they both faint. When Momo opens her eyes, she finds herself in a wooden house. She notices a picture on the wall that looks exactly like the picture of paradise. A girl with white hair, who introduces herself as Alicia, sits nearby. Not seeing Fien, Momo anxiously asks Alicia about her. Alicia reassures her that Fien is absolutely fine. Alicia then shows Momo around the village. Momo is amazed to see humans and vampires living together peacefully. Despite being surrounded by snow, they have managed to arrange for electricity. The village has various types of cattle for food and drink, ensuring there's never a shortage. Everyone plays music together, creating a harmonious atmosphere. Alicia shows all this to Momo, trying to convince her that this is indeed paradise. Alicia then takes Momo to a broken submarine near the village to meet Fien. Inside the submarine, Momo finds Fien. Momo tells her that Alicia had helped them, and Fien thanks Alicia. Suddenly, a blood-soaked vampire tries to open the lid and come out. He is in a lot of pain and asks Momo to take Fien away from there. Fien notices that the electricity is flickering due to the vampire's movement. They quickly lock the vampire back in. Alicia explains that the vampire has a blood disease and is kept locked up for everyone's safety. After leaving the submarine, Fien warns Momo that the vampire is being kept there against his will and that something might be wrong. Momo, however, is carefree and feels that Fien is worrying for no reason. But Fien still doesn't trust the villagers and believes something is definitely wrong. She tries to give Momo a weapon for self-defense, but Momo refuses to take it. In the evening, all the villagers organize a small feast to celebrate their arrival. Momo expresses her gratitude for the warm welcome, but Fien shows little interest. Everyone starts dancing and singing happily. Alicia takes Momo to dance, and they enjoy themselves together. Surprisingly, Fien, who usually loves dancing and singing, sits quietly in a corner. Fien sees her human friend Arya and Momo, which causes her to leave the celebration. Blood starts coming from her mouth. After the celebration, Momo sits by the riverbank when Fien comes to meet her. Momo tells Fien that she is very happy here, having never felt such freedom while dancing and singing. She feels truly free. Fien tries to tell Momo something important, but Alicia calls Momo to dance again, interrupting Fien. After Momo leaves, Allegro arrives and asks Fien to go back home. Fien ignores him but then falls due to weakness, and Allegro catches her. He reassures Fien that Momo is happy without her, making Fien feel like she might be hindering Momo's happiness. The next morning, when Momo comes to her room, she finds a letter and Fien's weapon. Realizing that Fien has left her, she wants to go out to look for her. But Alicia stops her and decides to search for Fien herself, instructing her companion to lock Momo in a room. Momo looks through the window and sees villagers heading out with guns to find Fien. Spotting a hole in the wall, Momo kicks it to make it bigger and slips through it outside. Then she tries to start a snow truck, but Alicia shoots and blows up the truck. Unharmed by the explosion, Momo runs into the old submarine, seeking a way to escape. Inside, she hears a voice from a pit urging her to come inside. Momo quickly enters the pit and finds blood all over the ground. She follows the voice and discovers it's the same vampire she met earlier. The vampire explains that he came to find paradise just like them, but the villagers imprisoned him and used his healing powers to generate electricity. Realizing the danger, Momo understands that Fien's life is at risk. Meanwhile, Allegro takes Fien far away from the village, but Fien's condition worsens, forcing them to stop. Allegro leaves Fien alone to get help from his companions. Shortly after, the villagers find Fien, capture her, and lock her in a coffin to take her back. Alicia, searching for Momo, arrives and shoots the imprisoned vampire, killing him. Momo, however, injures Alicia and escapes through a hole. At the same time, Nobar arrives at the village with her soldiers in search of Momo. She demands the villagers return Momo, but they refuse, leading to a fight between them. During the clash, they bomb the submarine, where Momo and Alicia are still present. The submarine begins to crumble, and water starts flooding in. Momo gets trapped in the rising water. Alicia catches her, and in a desperate bid to save herself, Momo injures Alicia with a weapon given by Fien. Alicia, however, continues to pursue Momo, so Momo shoots her with a gun and pushes her down with a large piece of iron. Then a massive explosion occurs inside the submarine, filling it completely with water, and Momo starts to drown inside it. While Momo is drowning in the water, Fien is locked in the coffin, dreaming about her old memories with Arya. In the dream, Arya tells Fien they will definitely find paradise. Then Arya gets badly injured and asks Fien for help. A vampire catches Arya, scaring Fien so much that she opens her eyes in panic. Desperate, she flies fast and jumps into a water pit near the submarine. Swimming through the water, she reaches Momo and pulls her out, flying to safety. Seeing Momo in good condition, Fien hugs her happily. They promise to build their own paradise together. Just then, Allegro arrives with his vampire friends. Fien starts running away with Momo, and Nobara and her soldiers follow them. A fight breaks out between the vampires and humans. The vampires try to separate Momo from Fien, but Fien keeps Momo close and takes her into a ruined city. Even then, the vampires don't stop chasing them, so Fien enters a building through a window, causing all the vampires to get stuck. Then Fien gets tired and stops on a tower. She is about to take a sigh of relief when a sniper shoots her, and she falls down from the tower injured. Soldiers rush to attack her, and to save her, Momo quickly comes down from the tower. Momo fights bravely with the soldiers, trying to protect Fien, but despite her efforts, the soldiers manage to injure Fien further. Seeking refuge, Fien and Momo enter a building, with the soldiers close behind. Fien locks the door of a room from the inside and tries to send Momo out through the window. Momo doesn't want to leave her, but as the soldiers blow up the door with a bomb, Fien pushes Momo out and blocks the window with a stone. Realizing there's no other way but to fight, Fien injects herself and prepares to face the soldiers. Meanwhile, Momo emerges from the building only to be caught by Allegro. A soldier in a battle suit jumps on Allegro and captures Momo, but Allegro knocks the soldier down, freeing her. Despite his injuries, Allegro urgently requests Momo to save Fien. Determined, Momo races towards Fien. Her mother tries to stop her, but Momo pulls away and runs like a demon. By this time, Fien, now in her demon form, has defeated all the soldiers. However, Momo's uncle, Kubo, arrives and engages Fien in battle. Skilled and relentless, he manages to injure Fien with his sword despite her demon strength. Seeing Fien in peril, Momo hits Kubo with an iron rod, driving him away from Fien. Momo rushes to Fien, but Fien, disoriented and in her demon form, doesn't recognize her and attacks. Kubo intervenes, pulling Fien away and trying to convince Momo that humans and vampires can never be friends or coexist peacefully. His words trigger Fien's memory of the day soldiers attacked, leading to Arya's death. Fien, fueled by a mix of rage and sorrow, lifts Kubo and throws him away from Momo. She then pounces on him, covering his mouth with her hands. Kubo provokes Fien to kill him, claiming it would prove she is nothing but a demon. However, Fien refrains, showing restraint even when Kubo shoots at her. She leaves him unharmed, demonstrating her humanity. Momo climbs onto Fien's back, and they fly away. However, due to her severe injuries, Fien crashes after a short distance. Desperate to find her, Momo searches inside a cave. There, she discovers a serene water pit surrounded by flowers. At the edge, she finds Fien lying in a vulnerable state. Despite returning to her previous form, Fien was on the brink of death. With her last breaths, she shared the story of her first human friend, Arya, who also dreamed of reaching paradise. Soldiers had attacked their home, and despite their efforts to escape, Fien couldn't save Arya. The loss drove Fien into isolation until she met Momo. Fien saw a part of Arya in Momo, but soon realized Momo's boldness and bravery created a unique bond in her heart. Fien's dying wish was to hear Momo sing a song, but she passed away before hearing it. Grieving, Momo carried Fien's body out of the cave and encountered her mother, Nobara. Nobara urged Momo to return home, but Momo refused. Nobara threatened her with a gun, but Momo remained fearless and walked away, burying Fien under a tree. Years later, Momo succeeded in creating her own version of paradise, a place where vampires and humans lived together in harmony. She even had a small child, though it remained a mystery where the child came from. This paradise was a testament to Momo's enduring hope and resilience, fulfilling the dream she and Fien once shared.